Hey there, gang. It's Jim.
And Christy.
Jacobus with your One Night for Oneness week 6 follow up, babe. Week six. It's starting to get hot outside. Weather's getting warm.
Yes, well, and it's been interesting because we've hoped that in this process, in this learning, that people are getting more investment in their marriage and learning one. The video coming up today, I think, is one of the most powerful yet.
Yep. And it's going to talk to us about how to say no, not to each other, but to something else. So let's watch the video, and then we're going to come back and give you a discussion question for it.
Sounds great.
Roll the video.
Now hear this. Because sin is still inside of all of us, we're going to think things that we shouldn't think. We're going to desire things that we shouldn't desire. We're going to feel dangerous emotions. If you want to destroy your marriage, go wherever your thoughts lead you. Go wherever your desires lead you. Go wherever your emotions lead you. See, the fact of the matter is, there are moments when you must not indulge those emotions. You must not verbalize those thoughts. You must not go where your desires lead you. Hear this principle. A good marriage is a good marriage because people in that marriage say no. But not no to one another, no to themselves. Wow. I will not speak these thoughts because they're destructive. I will not indulge these emotions because they'll create harm. I will not follow this pathway of desire.
Wow.
One of the most powerful yet.
Yep. And again, babe, we'll get back to the whole heart thing. You're really talking about working on what happens in our heart, what comes out of our heart. You know what I noticed there? He didn't say that we don't think those things. Mm-hmm. Right? It just says we learn to say no to them.
Right. And I think one of the things that's so impactful about that is we have control over what he talked about: emotions, thoughts, behaviors that are destructive. We're in control of that. And oftentimes I'll see people who are confused about, like, well, these emotions are there for protective reasons. Yes, they are, but emotions aren't always facts. So that's why I think being in control of that and realizing what harm those could do, I think is something you do want to say no to when it's destructive.
Yeah. You know what I love about this too is if we say no, that gives us the opportunity to say yes to something else, to say yes to something that's more constructive, to say yes to something that has more grace in it, to say yes to something that's more going to build our marriage up and everything. And that really is what all this whole series is about, is how do we get the selfishness out and bring the kingdom of God in so we can say yes to all the good things and then experience everything God had in mind for us. So really good discussion this week. Love is willing self-sacrifice for the good of another that does not demand reciprocation or that the person being loved is deserving.
So true.
That means that we have to love each other even when I don't deserve being loved, which, by the way, I find that interesting in that we don't think they are deserving of love, but God always does.
Always does. Mm-hmm.
And we want to see each other the way God sees each other.
Right. And the example comes from Jesus, that we were loved even when we weren't lovable. So.
Yep. So that's your conversation for the week. Discuss that, talk about that. We both will tell you straight up that's not easy. We understand it's not easy. Be sure and watch the full length video down below. All right. So if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us at onenight@gracepointportland.org, and we'll answer any questions that you have. If you have questions for the staff about the church, you can email them at that same address. They'll be monitoring this email. But again, we got some great stuff here. Tripp's helping us work on our heart. Let's focus on the good stuff. Let's get rid of the bad stuff. And let's experience everything God intended marriage to be. So, gang, we'll catch you next week. Bye for now.
Bye, y'all. Have a great week.